Hey, this is Drake here. I was going to make a quick Rise of the Ronin beginners video. There's a few things that are missable in early game that, I mean, you will get later, but if you find them early, it makes your experience a lot better. And the first one is the horse. The horse, it gives you a free horse to begin with, but it is missable if you don't go back and gather it, and it gives you no notification that you have it. I don't guess if you just don't happen upon it like I did, you just miss it. Now you will start out around in this area somewhere. In the first area it starts out in, and here will be your first public order area that you have to clear to unlock your first veiled edge banner. Alright, now after you unlock that, this veiled edge, I think you might have to rest to reset it. I'm not 100% on that, but there will be a horse just standing somewhere in the middle of the road here with a body in front of it. Loot the body and you will get the first free horse, and then you can begin your journey a whole lot easier than having to travel by foot. But it is completely missable, as I've noticed in other people's videos, and you don't get one till a lot later on, and you have to buy them, and they're fairly expensive early game. So that's a really good one to get. Now the other one that's kind of missable, and honestly I don't know, I just show it on the missions. It's the first main mission that you do. And sorry, there's probably a few spoilers here. Let's see if we can go to Bond mission. I think it's in Bond missions here. No, it ain't Bond missions. Okay, but anyway, it's the first right here. No, that's not it either. Oh, right here. It's the first main mission that you do in the game. But anyway, just progress through the first main mission, and after you beat the boss on top of the hill, there's a storehouse down below him that you can unlock after you defeat him, that he gives you a key to. Now that key, let's see if I can show it, if I can remember. It's been a minute since I've been there. Yeah, it should be right up here. We'll travel to here. Alright, that key unlocks it and it gives you the glider. That's the earliest part. Now you can get the glider later on from another main mission where it gives it to you, because you have to have it do the mission. But like I said, that's later, and this makes life a whole lot easier if you just go back and get it. I think this is the right way. You have to forgive me. Like I said, no, this is not the right way. Alright, it's been a minute since I've done this mission. Or I don't even remember where it is now. But anyway, like I said, it's right here. If I remember right, it's right up here. What is this? It's not that one. Alright, but anyway, first main mission that you come to after you defeat the first main boss. He's a harder guy with an Odachi that you fight. Go back down the hill, unlock the storage chest or the storage building to get the glider so you don't miss it. And that makes your traversal a lot easier. And like I said, you will get it later on, but it's quite a bit later on, especially if you're exploring. So I would recommend doing that. It's just missable. If you don't unlock the building, you just completely miss it. Now the other thing to do really early, and I completely missed this, is get your longhouse unlocked. Now if you just follow the main mission, might do some exploring if you're feeling underleveled or having a hard time with that one main boss. But after that main boss, you basically just follow a couple of short story missions, and the story will unlock your longhouse here. Now when you get to the longhouse and enter it, that unlocks all your DLC stuff. Like if you got the deluxe edition like I did, once you enter your longhouse here, that will unlock all your DLC mission stuff. Well, what happened to me, I had done so much exploring already that by the time I figured this out, all my DLC stuff was no longer good, so I didn't get to use any of it. All that basically was useful for is layered armor at that point. Of course, you get your new fighting styles and stuff like that, but like I said, if you want to actually use the DLC gear, get here early, and it might actually be of some benefit. And the other thing, I was just going to point out a few basic things to make life a little easier as far as gameplay. As far as your stats go, it took me a minute to figure this out. You can see down in the bottom left corner, each time you level, it'll say enhancements and next status increase. See, I've got 1 here. I don't have enough points to do it. But you can see this one, each time you get to that threshold, it'll up your primary attack and your defense, whereas your dex will up secondary attack and stagger. And then your charm does poise, luck, and recovery. And your intellect does, I don't remember what that was, but you can see at the bottom left corner what they actually upgrade. And now I didn't mean to exit out of that. Your weapons actually have stats that they scale into. Like this weapon here scales better into strength and charisma. So, and it doesn't benefit any from dex and intelligence, but my secondary goes off strength and dex. So if you have a strength and dex weapon, it's better to put it in your secondary slot because that's the dex side of it. And the primary is strength side of it. So it just scales a little better to do it that way. But main thing I was going to point out before I got off topic, there is upgrades to give you more heals every time you rest at a banner. See, this increases the number of heals you get by 1. There's a couple in each one. Right here, like this one gives you, and that gives you +2 every time you rest. So if you beat a boss, and you have to restart, these are good. This one gives you another +1, and this one can actually be done twice to give you +2. Those are just kind of ease of life things that really make a big difference, because when you can start out with 4 or 5 more heals than you usually have, that's a game changer for the harder bosses. Everything else is just kind of up to you how you want to play, what weapon you want to use, but those upgrades are pretty universal. Everybody needs heals, and they make the game a lot easier. Sometimes that 1 heal might be the difference between beating a boss and not beating a boss. But I guess that's about it. And then another thing is just explore. The game has a lot to see. You see, and I've been trying to 100% every area. I'm not quite there yet. I've still got a couple that I've got to unlock, but some of the best equipment you get comes from the treasure chest and just found around the area. It's not even dropped by enemies. It'll just come from your treasure chest in each area. And as you clear each other, if you hit triangle, see, like this one gives you skill points and Oban to sell for money. And this one gives you charisma points, more skill points, skill points, knots of destiny, strength points. So if it really helps to clear out the areas just to get the points so you can upgrade your abilities and become stronger. But I think that's it for now. I said that, it's just kind of a few things. You can miss the horse early, you can miss the glider early, and you can come to the longhouse really late in your playthrough, and all your DLC stuff that you paid for with the deluxe edition is basically just useless at that point, other than just like this layered armor here. And it kind of sucks because you get to use it. But anyway, that's it. Like the video, give it a thumbs up. Have any questions, leave a comment. As always, thanks for watching.